what I'm just trying to determine, whether that we do have a policy on it, whether we need a policy on it. And so if it's, I don't think it would be, the more I think about it, the more I don't think it would be in the zoning. That part of it would not be in zoning.
Well, if there were people coming in.
It is covered in zoning, and what, depending on where you live, what you can actually do.
I get that part of it. Yeah, I get it. I understand. All right. So, I would like, I think I would like to have Brandy in here too, just to discuss between the three of us. Do we even really, do we want this? Do we not want this? I just want to.
Well, I think Mr. Ford's right.
We probably need to clarify what type of businesses are we talking about, because when you start talking about pedestrian or even vehicular traffic, does it become a bigger issue about street traffic and parking and those kinds of things? And I don't know where that would fall with.
Well, I think anybody who has a business and my personal opinion is, and I think anybody who has a business in town who operates a business out of their home, they should know about it. Nothing else for income tax.
Yeah, it's nothing else to let read know.
Exactly.
That's really the primary purpose for registration. Let's face it.
Yes, it is. Yeah. So that would be the primary reason for you're right, for knowing who's doing what.
Read it, beat so.
All right. So really, that's all I got. Any new business? Okay, the next meeting will be second Monday in March 11th, 6:30, immediately following the finance committee meeting. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Johnson seconds. All in favor, say aye. Jeff?
Yes.
Could I have 5 minutes with you before? Oh, well, we don't have 5 minutes.
We got 4. Yeah. For me. Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm glad we're doing that one. It did make it a lot easier. When he handed me that rule, I'm like, oh, and then as soon as he opened up the budget, I was like, yeah.
Has she got something? And somebody asked about it, and I said,
She was
it's a question you might be able to help me with, right? If we identify that there is someone operating a business out of a home, we try to contact them to register and do all the things they're supposed to do, and they don't do it. Can we reach out to Rita? Do they have any kind of enforcement?
Yes, she did.
Guess what?
Yeah, well, I just sent a nice little email to him.
The girl who's babysitting family members' kids.
I think my year was the last
The
year.
lady who's babysitting family members' kids.
I went to
So they can go work.
456 started there.
Okay.
I'm assuming they're paying her.
I don't think
It's like this side, there's just something about the corner of tea parties.
When did you guys?
Jeannie Bates, the first year out of college was my first year out of college was I was the first 6.
We're always on record.
Still use some part. I got one. Yeah, me too.
I
Oh, gosh.
you get the sign this
I
year.
know, I forgot all
There's
about
a
this.
comedy special, Kevin James, and I watched it. It's hilarious.
It is.
And it was happy clean too.
It was. It was. About your kids.
Yeah.
Oh, we're We're still live. Just to FYI.
I take that back.
It's 7 o'clock.
All right, boys.
Back here, boys. This out.
Hey.
Call this meeting to order.
Bring this stuff up so you get off early.
Don't miss one person. He's on the right. Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory. Amen. Like the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The roll call.
Okay. Cosgray,
Present.
Foreman,
Present.
McCreary. Oh, Chief. Phillips.
Here.
Reedy.
Yeah.
Schaffner.
Okay, can we get an approval of the minutes of January 22nd?
I'm gonna make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
3 seconds.
Any discussions? Roll call.
Foreman,
Yes.
Reedy,
Yes.
Cosgray.
Yes.
Oh, let's see, Phillips,
Yes.
Schaffner.
Let's see if we have no visitors.
Nope.
We gotta do the agenda.
Okay.
We need to,
Oh, the road agenda. I'm sorry.
we
Yeah.
need to do,
You need to
amend the agenda with the addition of the first reading on ordinance 2024-03. So Foreman makes the motion, we approve the agenda as amended.
Can we get a second?
3 seconds.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Foreman,
Yes.
Reedy,
Yes.
Cosgray,
Yes.
Schaffner,
Yes.
Phillips.
This is 2022-14. Do I need to go back and change that?
No.
No, that
Gonna
reference
rewrite
the
it.
original ordinance.
Okay, so it's gonna be 2024-03 now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Say this, but it'll be a do.
It will, I don't have it on good paper yet, so.
Okay. No visitors.
Wait a minute. We amended the agenda to add it. So,
Time for first reading.
okay.
The first reading.
So did we approve then the amended agenda? Or,
That's what I did. I amended it. We didn't approve it. I
You
made
have
a
to vote
motion
on
to
the
approve the agenda as amended.
okay, so you voted on the amendment.
Yes.
Okay, so we still need a approving of the amended agenda.
Okay. That was what I asked for when I
Yeah.
did it. I skipped over the first one where we
Yeah.
approved the addition of the ordinance for a first reading to the agenda.
Yes.
So we go back and do both in the right order now?
You're fine on the first one. I would just do a motion to approve the agenda.
Okay, we'll make a motion, we approve the agenda as amended, with the addition of 2024-03.
So here's a second
All right, second.
discussion. Now can we have a roll call now?
Foreman,
Yes.
Reedy,
Yes.
Cosgray.
Yes.
Phillips,
Yes.
Schaffner.
That's what she's saying.
Who?
Brandy. Her name's right there. She's trying to
Well-
join the meeting, so
Well, I don't, if she pop, I
if
don't,
this phone rings, that's what it'll be.
Okay.
yeah, well, if she clicked on the link, it should pop up there and
Yeah, it should be.
and then I would allow her in.
Okay. Village administration reports. I really have nothing to report other than we're all in agreement on Washington Street. That was one of the things I wanted to bring up about getting it paved this year. The only other thing, I have two other things. So whoever we're having to do that, I know we can't do it until it's done, but like on Monroe Street, do we know who the contractor is that's going to pave Monroe Street?
No.
No.
We have an estimate from Spires.
I just feel like over there, Brett, you'll agree with me. So, I mean, a car could get damaged driving through there. Right? For sure. I feel like as soon as I know the asphalt plant's not open, but we got to make that happen as soon as an asphalt plant. So that was the one thing that I wanted to bring up. Washington Street. You know, I thought we had that all under control with the trash at a nice gentleman's house, and there's a pile on Washington Street. It's at the landlord's, right? It's at the landlord's, but it's at the landlord's house.
Broken sofa or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
But the trash for the tenant is still sitting in the backyard because they don't have trash. And that's the trash that draws rodents. And I just want to throw this out there that in other municipalities, and I don't know if it's right for us, your trash pickup is added to your water bill. So that everyone who has a water meter and has a water bill, whether they own the unit or they rent the unit, they're gonna have a trash pickup because it's on their water bill. They weren't given an opportunity.
It is that way now in Chester.
It's that way in Asheville, it's that way in many municipalities. So I'm not saying we should do that, but I'm wondering if maybe that isn't the proper solution rather than trying to dump it on the landlords.
Can we do it just for one person?
Yeah, well, I'm talking for the whole village.
Yeah.
And we're under contract until 2025.
It would be the same company, it's just they bill us and we bill the residents.
That's a
It
change.
doesn't change the
How
contract.
does that work if they have extra stuff?
I don't know, I just know that in other municipalities where I do business and have lived,
Yeah.
the trash pickup was on your water bill, so that you weren't given an option,
Most places.
like these people have been
You
given.
know, like,
Every company's different in my experience. So some will have rules saying, okay, we'll pick up big items, whether it's mattresses or furniture on just certain days or certain weeks or.
And sometimes it has to be wrapped up.
Yeah.
You have to call for a bulk. We have to call for bulk pickup. But as of now, every time we pick it up, we just go assess them $250.
We're keeping track of all of it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't, that's not a bad idea. It's probably gonna create some.
People won't like it, I'm not saying
Yeah.
that everyone will be happy about it, but I'm just saying it addresses this problem with renters moving in here and then not paying for trash pickup.
Right.
What are they gonna do?
Is that really the only place that we have that problem?
To that degree, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking.
Absolutely, to that degree, yes. I mean, there are other places that I've got one that they're not keeping the trash, the lids on the cans.
Right.
And a few others, but
Focus on the problem and don't go off the boat for the moment.
I would say probably not. No, but that, when we go to renegotiate the trash contract in 25, that's the way it was when I lived in Columbus. You paid for trash and water under the same bill. It's not a bad idea, for sure. I wanted to bring that up, and then the paving of Monroe Street, like I said, whoever or however we come up with that idea, who's ever gonna do it, we need to make sure that we're first in line when the asphalt plant opens, because it needs to be done. Not because I worry about it, it's just that horrible over there.
They want to fill a couple of those.
Yeah,
I was gonna mention that.
Tim's gonna go over, yeah.
one of the things, one of the hesitations on that is because it is gonna be paved, is to patch it now, and
They're gonna scrape it all away.
Right.
But
but
I
if
don't
it's
think
that bad,
yeah, it is that bad. I just feel like the asphalt plant's probably not gonna open till end of
March,
end of March.
April, probably.
Yeah, well, maybe sooner, I don't know, but I'm just saying, we gotta get on somebody's list to make
So
sure.
Monroe Street, is there any other locations that need to be? I know they were out doing some work today, some patching in. Is there anything else that, like any other?
They've done a
streets
good
that-
job of going out and patching. I feel like that I just couldn't believe when I drove down that road. The other thing I would say, while we're on the room, and none of us had anything. Next time we do a water project, we have to do it in the summertime when the asphalt. I just feel like we gotta coincide, just be so much easier for everybody if we did the water project and then boom, they came in and paved it and we plan it that way. And maybe it's not always possible, but if it is possible, we should do that.
That Washington Street project was not put out, we don't believe,
With paving.
with paper.
Right.
It wasn't allowed to be included in the type of money
It
we're
was-
going for.
Exactly.
The thing is that you're not really, when they are done cutting up the street, they will come back and patch it. So it
Right.
won't be like it is now.
Right.
Well, they might be able to skip that step if we're gonna pay it right away, which might lower their contract amount because they maybe
Well,
doing some of that patching.
And
But
that street was a mess before they started.
right,
I mean, that's the reality of that one. I mean, it just was.
Well,
it's urgent, but it just can't be done until they're done.
usually projects that we've done in the past through OPWC, usually with like water line, and it includes paving.
Right.
The only one I can think of the last few years that was different was the Brown Kumler, Tremont. It was just too big for us to handle the water. So we did water one year, then went back and got funding for the paving the following year.
And like I said, I don't know how it works. So I'm just thinking out loud when I see that stuff.
Well, like with the Granville project, that's been our intent. It's just.
Yeah, I mean,
Washington wasn't it?
I've never seen a project go any smoother than Griffin Street. I mean, it was done and then paved it. And I only have one other thing to bring up. And Brian and I, we met with all of the people at the parks, like the people that do the baseball, the people that run the baseball, people that run soccer, people that run football, and I missed one, softball,
Swim team.
And the baseball team is, of course, they're doing a great job of fundraising, and they built a spot for the Johns out there. They're spending, I would say they're going to spend $20,000 to $40,000 at all parks this year of their own money. The only thing they asked me is there's not enough parking out there, and they are 100% right. There is not enough parking out there. I go out there 2 or 3 times a week and to put more parking in. I'm working on trying to put something together. That I will need some money for, but it's not, I don't think it's a great deal of money, but it'll just be clearing off some ground. And in fact, talking to the Water Street guys, they're gonna save all the grindings that they get from just putting the water lines in. We could use some of those and put grindings out there. When I get a figure together, I'd like to run it past you guys and for you to consider us taking care of making that parking lot bigger. Because I feel like that the organizations are putting their own money in. Well, the one in particular is putting their own money in. And I just feel like there's on any given night, there's anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 people out there. So I just want to run that past you. And that's really all I have.
The wood next door.
Well, the wood next door, I thought about that, and I looked at, I had my friend at the Department of Agriculture looked up, that's a wetland. And for us to do anything with that would be very tricky. Very, very tricky.
Yeah, park has an Indian thing on it too.
There's an Indian restriction on what you can build up there.
And where
Right.
I don't know the exact rules of it. I just hear the rumor of it. I would really like to know the exact rules.
Jim Hocradle knows.
The exact rules.
Yeah, and
He was involved when they did all the work out there at the park, and they had to come in and survey and do some stuff and some different things like that. So,
and I'm not,
Can't take the lumber off of it.
no, we
Off the
can't.
woods.
well, the woods. I'm talking about the park
The
itself.
park
Park
itself.
itself.
Yeah.
The woods is a wetland right there, and
Right before the
right
entrance.
before the entrance. And he said it would be very hard to take timber off of there because it is considered wetland. And one other thing, Rob Alt, one of the